Friday morning, October the 8th, 2021, 8 a.m. on the East Coast. That can only mean one thing.
One thing.
It is time for me and you, my friend, to just talk live.
Yeah.
Presented by your friends at
Elite Realty.
Glad to be with you all on this Friday morning. We've made it. It's the end of the week.
Yeah.
We've got here.
Man, I'm excited about it.
We woke up wild on Monday. We've been wild the whole week.
All week long.
Now we're coming down to the end of the week, and we're just talking live with
just
each and
running on
every
coffee
one
right
of
now.
you. That's exactly right. We're going with it. Glad to be with you again on this Friday morning. We've got we've been excited all week to continue this conversation that we started last Friday.
This has been the best thing we've ever done on this show.
It's one of the best conversations we had. Last week we started talking about small ways that we can make life simpler. We had a lot of good feedback from that. Our conversation actually just even during the show was unbelievable that we had with everybody. We was able to have a lot of fun. We talked a lot of different things. We talked about making our life simpler, which who doesn't want to do that? So we thought, man, let's just continue this conversation today. So that is 100% exactly what we are going to do today. We're glad that you guys, wherever you have woke up this morning around the world, we're glad that you have tuned in with us today. We are honored that you would jump on the show with us this morning and have this conversation where we just talk life, making everybody's life a little bit better, doing everything that we can need to do. Doing what we need to do, man, to be, again, the very best of ourselves, to make life good, to make life great, and anything else that comes in between. We're glad that you guys are with us today. We want you to do a few things to help us get some people on the show this morning. We do need people.
We do.
To have
It makes our
conversations.
conversations a lot better.
Yes,
Really
that's
does.
what I was going to say.
I like when people put their input in.
We need some peeps to have a conversation with this morning. The first thing I want to ask you to do today, I haven't asked you to do this in a long time, I want you to say good morning to us. Could you do that today?
Yeah, just a good morning, man.
That's going to make your life more simple right there.
Hard to do
It's
at
going to
all.
go along with one of the things I'm going to be talking about today. So again, make it simple today. Just say good morning. Reach out to us. We're going to say good morning back to you. We're going to try to reach out and touch every single one of you today that make a comment on this show. Dave is monitoring that feed, and he's going to say hey to you here in just a little bit. So say good morning to us. We say good morning to each and every one of you. It's a great day to have a great day. October the 8th. 2021, it's episode 74, and we're just talking life. Today, in addition to saying good morning to us, we're kind of getting everything set up, going and ready here, and we know you're doing the same thing. But we want you to do three big things for us this morning that literally helps us to spread the show around the world. And those three big things are going to be revealed to you this morning. Breaking news here on the show by my friend, Mr. Dave Elkins. Tell them what they need to do.
Well, we've got something new.
While I do those
We've got
things.
something new that we're asking you to do. So I always ask you to like the video, share the video,
Gotcha.
and invite people to the video. You know that. You know this by now that I'm going to ask you to like, share, invite. But today I'm going to ask you to do something.
And I'm going to stop you before you ask something different.
Okay.
Because we really need them to do the like, share, invite.
We really do need you to do the
Like, you don't know how much you can help us out this morning by like, share, inviting the video.
Right. That's
life,
big.
man. Help
That's
us out.
big.
We're going to help people today. We're going to help you. You help us.
That's right. So by doing this different, we want you to do something different today. So we want you to just share it.
Okay.
We want you to share it.
All right.
Okay. We want you to invite people here.
Yes.
And we want you to love it.
Love it.
Okay.
Love it, man. I like it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of
I
it.
had done set myself up, and then I didn't really know what to do with that. So just love the video, share the video, invite people to the video.
Please do that for us today.
We would
right?
appreciate it if you do that. for
Yes,
us
we
this morning.
100% would appreciate you guys doing that this morning. Every time we go live, you all show up and show out. We say that to you a lot, but it's literally the truth. We get lots and lots of help.
Side note here.
You guys.
Side note, I believe I would like to put on my meteorologist hat today.
Okay.
And is the rain done today?
I think it's done today.
Is it done right now? Is it going to rain anymore from right now? Predictions are on the clock. Here we go.
We're going to have a little bit of mist conditions this morning, okay?
I love it when we start
We're
like
gonna
we know about the weather.
We're
now.
going to have a little bit of precipitation
Yes,
through
front
about
coming
10:30.
through. About 10:30. Set your watches back now.
You can watch it, man. I'm a weatherman. You can ask
Yeah.
anybody that knows me. I can predict the weather. Don't even have to look at nothing. I can feel it in my bones. You know what I'm saying? So again, you got up to about 10:30. It's going to be a little misty outside.
Okay.
So we ain't going to have no big rain.
No big rain.
I
Big
think we're
rains
done.
are gone.
I think we're done for a while. Again, good morning to all y'all. You didn't know you was going to get the weather report this morning, but guess what? You got it, okay?
Todd Howe.
You got it. Brought it to you straight right here from Morristown, Tennessee, Elite Realty Group.
Is that
Shout out.
everywhere or just right here?
Shout out to some people. It's just right here.
Just right
Yeah,
in this
it's
parking lot?
right here in this parking lot. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right here in this parking lot. That's it.
All right.
Go with it, man.
So what am I
Go with
doing?
it. You're shouting
Oh,
people
sorry.
out.
Shouting
this
people out.
morning.
Let me go back and say, Nicole says good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Grandma Rose says good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Siobhan Denton Elkins says good morning, y'all, with a hand.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Jessica Williford says good morning, rain,
Rain.
clouds, and umbrellas.
Gotcha. I'm with her on that right there. There's no doubt about it. I think
She also says I'm praying for sunshine.
I am definitely 100% praying for sunshine.
Sabrina Bowens
In the house.
with a B.
Yes.
Bowens says morning, y'all.
I got you. I got you.
I like
Bringing
doing
out
this
the
now.
y'all.
Charlie
Y'all.
Groom says good morning, everybody.
Charlie Groom's in the house.
you, Charlie.
We're glad that you are with us
For
this
the
morning.
good mornings to everybody.
Yes, that's exactly right. Bringing the love.
So let's talk to him again for a minute. What we're talking about today. Listen,
Go with
like,
it.
share,
I like when you
invite
take
the
over.
video.
It makes my job a whole lot
Like, share.
easier.
Well, I've started to take over the whole thing.
Okay, dude. I wish you would. I really wish you'd do something. I mean, I'm serious.
Like, share, invite people to the video. This. How many times have we talked about this? Like twice. This is the third week talking about this.
No, it's second week.
Second
It's
week.
week
Okay,
two,
I
man.
keep my stuff
Yeah.
just runs together.
Week 2, man.
But we're talking about ways to make your life simpler.
Yes, we are.
Last week we've done this show. What time is it? I mean, how many episodes?
74, man.
74 times. Are you
Yes.
sure?
Yes.
74 times.
Yes.
We've done this show. It took 73 times for us to figure out this was a good conversation.
This is
here.
great.
This is the best thing we've talked about on the show. We're talking about ways to make our life just simple.
Yes.
Okay?
Who doesn't want that?
Because again, we've talked about life is crazy.
Right.
Life gets wild sometimes. There's a lot of stuff going on. You've got a lot of responsibilities for yourself, for others that are around you
Yes.
that you have to take care of. We're talking about simple ways to what things you can do,
Right.
of the what you can controllables, that you can start making stuff more simple.
I'm with you 100%.
Great. We had a great conversation last week.
That's what I was going to say.
Because you guys like, share, and invite. We got a good crowd out here. Then we all start participating.
Right.
Once we can start reading your comments, man, this thing, it goes great.
It's really, really good. And again, the conversation last week, as Dave said, it was so good. We said, let's continue this week. Let's go with it. We had a lot of good things. Last week, we talked about, again, ways to make life simpler. Now, here's some of them. We're going to recap and we're going to give a homework here. Okay?
Oh, are we?
We're going to ask a test question. There's a test question coming right off the bat
they're
here
good,
today.
just
Okay?
they're
So last week,
My teacher, the student.
we revealed some ways that you could make life simpler. I'm going to recap those. We're not going to talk about them because we talked about them last week in
Right.
depth. But I'm going to recap those, and I'm going to ask you, of these things that we said last week, how many did you do?
You're asking me?
And then we're going to ask the nation how many some of them did.
Test.
And then we're going to say how many I did, okay? So the first one last week was breathe, all right?
I've done that for sure.
Do one thing at a time. That was making life simpler.
That's true.
Writing things down.
I do
That
that.
way we kept on track doing what we're going to do. Do all your food shopping once a week.
I don't do that.
That was one of the
Shmonda does.
things. That we said stop trying to be perfect.
I don't never try to be perfect.
Well, I'm with you on this. And then the last one we talked about was stop doing what you don't like doing anymore. Get out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I done
Get out of those things. That's what we talked about last week. How many of you guys did some of those things last week?
I didn't write all the stuff down, just to be honest, because I've got a list. You know what they call those, like a honey-do list?
Sure.
I've got one of those.
You got a big one?
Well, I tell her she don't have to remind me every 6 months. I'll eventually get to it.
You'll get to it.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that. I'm with you 100%. Bringing it out this morning. Yes, bringing it out this morning. I really like that right
Being
there.
honest with you.
We'll
Being
give you a
honest
little
here today, it's
applause
like
for that.
confession. We're in a confession room right now,
Yes. Yeah, they're clapping for you right now.
Who
The
is?
nation was clapping for you.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely 100%. So again, glad you guys are with us. We're going on with this conversation today. Like the video, share the video, invite your friends to the video, and when you come here, say good morning
Invite
to
your
us.
enemies here, too.
Yeah.
Hey, don't just invite your friends. Invite your enemies here.
Bring them all, right? Bring them all. So here we go. Small ways. This ain't big stuff that we're talking about today, but it's simple stuff that makes life more
True.
simple. We want conversation with you guys today, so help us out do that. Grandma Rose
like
said,
it.
cut back on things. Ask yourself, Do we really need it? Man, I love that.
It's one of
I
the
love
things, if
that.
you get in a store and you start saying need or want,
Yes, that's exactly right.
you're going to start eliminating a lot of stuff.
A lot of things get eliminated when you
lot
have
of
that
stuff.
conversation with yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you have that conversation with yourself, that eliminates a whole lot of things. Here's number one today. Small ways
Good morning, Tamara.
to make life simpler, okay? Here's the first one. I love these. These here, I love all four of them that we've got scheduled to talk
They're
about
good.
here today. We'll see what goes on from here.
They
okay?
are good.
But here's what we're going to say. Choose small acts
Yeah.
of kindness every day. Every day, do something kind. I ain't saying go buy nobody a new car, new house, nothing like
this
that.
is perfect. This is a perfect time for the 11 people who's watching over here on
Sure.
this side. Give us some ideas of your small acts of kindness that you can do every day.
I'm with you on this.
Just give a couple examples.
I'm winning this. But here's where I'm going to go with this conversation.
Okay.
A lot of times, we choose rather to be kind, we choose to criticize, and we choose to be very judgmental about not only other people, but I'm going to bring this right down to us today.
Yes.
And that's a lot on
true.
ourselves.
Very true.
Could you just go out today and be nice to yourself?
Yes.
We got to start at home before we can go anywhere else. Okay?
So hard on ourselves.
I got to do this stuff in my own life before I can go out and start being nice to anybody else. If I'm hateful before I ever get out the door, I'm probably going to be hateful and mean and criticize and judgmental to everybody else that I come in contact with
Right.
during this day. How about we all start this morning and let's go ahead and be nice to ourselves. Now listen, you may have got up this morning and you may have been meaner than a junkyard dog to everybody in your house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can't go back and change anything that we've already done this morning. There's no way possible that we can do that. We can apologize for
What's
it.
done is
but would
done.
you agree that that would be a small act of kindness?
It would.
Say you're sorry to yourself this morning for being mean, for looking in the mirror thinking your hair looks bad, for looking in the mirror and thinking, oh my goodness, I need a whole new wardrobe of clothes because I'm 79 pounds overweight.
Right.
Stop being so hard on yourself and choose to be kind first to you, okay? Choose first to be kind to your own self. Don't go out and fake it till you make it today. Let's be real about this.
Right.
Let's be nice to ourselves. And when we start out being nice to ourselves, then it makes us go out and be a little bit easier, maybe being a little bit nice to everybody else that we're around. Now, I believe we might have touched on this a little bit last week. I don't know if we did or not. But everybody in the world right now is so hateful, so mean,
This is true.
so just, Lord have mercy, I could go way down a big road on this, but I'll save you spare you the listening to it.
Yeah.
But just be small acts of kindness, man. It's going to go a long way with
We got people
yourself.
saying smiling, saying hello, saying thank you, opening the door, holding the door.
I love this stuff.
These are little things.
I mean, I really
Little
do
things.
love this stuff.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. You know, you see things all the time, and I've had this happen to me, and I ain't telling you this is one of them, but I think this is a good one. But there have been a lot of times before that I've been, again, out somewhere, and this probably happens more in a drive-through than you would see it anywhere, but somebody in front of me bought my food. You know what I'm saying? I got a sausage biscuit and a tea, and it cost $3.99, and they bought it for me. That's just little things like that. Again, that we're not going out and buying houses and cars and wardrobes and all those things. It's little small acts of kindness. And sometimes, as you guys have done alluded to, a smile, man, just a simple wave at somebody,
That's easy.
letting somebody in traffic, you know what I mean? Going through the school line, instead of running over the person in front of you, trying to get out there and get to wherever you are,
Right.
let somebody in line. You know what I'm saying? Let somebody take time, let the kids walk across the road, all those kind of things like that. You know what I mean? Going down the road and the old crossing guards got the traffic stopped, so you sit back there cussing with every breath you got because you need to get to work, you're running late because you're mad at yourself and your dog and your friends and everybody else. Just do a small daily act of kindness. I bet you if you'd add a little bit of kindness to your day, every day,
You'd see a change.
and that's why I got to
Guarantee
say that you got to start that with yourself. You know what I mean? Like, we got to really start that with ourselves and with everything that's around us. And then I think we start maybe seeing that kind of stuff, you know, going in different places. Good morning to every one of you guys. We're glad that you're here this morning. Give some more shout outs and weigh in on
I'm
that
just
for me.
reading because,
Would
you know,
do that?
Grandma Rose said about doing the wants versus need. Jessica
Yes.
said that's a tough one for her. I'm trying to cut back on the needless spending, which is very tough. Here at the holidays, she also said she needs to delete Amazon.
Yes.
I'm right there with you.
Jessica. I'm with you on
Grandma
that.
Rose said, pay yourself each month and save it. As the savings builds up, you will cut back to save more. Tammy Ramsey says, good morning. I'm listening from work.
Tammy Ramsey won the circus tickets. I've got them literally laying on my desk in here. Got your name on them.
Jessica's also won.
Jessica won them. We've got them out here at the front desk for you, Jessica. I know you needed more. Tammy, if you need more, reach out to us. Also, if you want us to, Tammy, we will leave these at the front desk, or we can put them in the mail to you. So tell us, if you want to send us a private message to the page, that's good. We'll do that. But we want to make sure to get you those circus tickets. And Tammy, if you need more, just as Jessica did, we'll get you some more of those. So just let us know on that. But congratulations, you've going to the circus.
Yes.
It's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
So again, we're talking today about small ways to make life simpler. Episode 74, October the 8th, 2021. This fine show presented by your friends at
Elite Realty.
Give us number 2, my
Number
man.
2 is, and I like this one here a lot, is you need to stop trying to please everyone.
I love it.
That'll make, when you say that,
Yeah.
that you feel a little sense of relief whenever you say that. Stop trying to please everyone. Listen, everybody's not going to like you. You're not going to like everyone else. For whatever reason, sometimes people just don't get along. It's okay.
Yes.
Stop worrying about, we've said this before, other people's opinions, what they think. Should you care about what people think about you overall? Absolutely.
Yeah.
You should want people to think good of you. But if you ain't done nothing wrong and
Right.
Mike's got a problem with you, don't worry about him.
That's
you know
right.
what? I've said this before, don't let someone else take away everything. You're letting someone else control your life when they shouldn't be. Because
No
you
doubt.
are too worried about what other people think based on what it should be just about whatever you think. You know what I mean? So quit. Let that go. Don't talk about or don't worry about what other people think about you.
Yeah, and I think we allow that to have way too much power in our lives and in our thoughts and all those
Right.
things. And I think that's where it begins to get complicated. You know what I'm saying? Like, we begin to complicate things because we do have those certain people that kind of, you know what I mean? It's no matter what we no matter what we do, we cannot satisfy them. We cannot
Right.
please them. We cannot do all those things. And sometimes by us weighing in on that and it happening in our own life, it makes it more complicated. There's always going to be those people who are out there that it just don't click.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It just don't click. And that's okay. That's okay. We got to be okay, with that being okay. That's the first thing,
true.
because it really does. Think of the stress. All right, and I've did this before, whether it be I've got a meeting with somebody, whether it be just somebody again in my sphere and you're going to be around that person or whatever, and you know going into it, I don't care what I go here and do. This person here, man, we ain't
It ain't going to be pleasing. It ain't going to
we ain't gonna
it.
click.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna work. And what we end up doing is we end up putting a lot of unnecessary stress and anxiety
And
on
pressure.
ourselves. And there again is where complications begin to start in our life. Would you agree with that?
Right.
It's where all that stuff, all that worry, all that stuff starts happening. And now, again, that person, because they're meaner than a junkyard dog already, they didn't do no small acts of daily kindness, they couldn't smile if they wanted to. They are taking control of our day, whole day, they destroy the whole thing.
Well, so we're just talking here, right?
Well,
so,
I love it.
I mean, so like, this is kind of, I think, where this is one of those, what they call them, catch-22s.
Go with it.
Because in real life, like, I want people to like me.
Yeah, I do too.
You know what I mean? I think that's
do too.
human.
I do too.
I think that's human nature, is that we want people to like us. We don't want to be the old grouchy person. You know, we don't want to be the person that nobody likes to hang out with. We want to be liked by our peers and our friends and our family. So it's this is kind of a catch-22, double-edged sword, whatever you want to call it, that now I'm saying stop trying to please everybody.
Yeah.
So a lot of times our personality is I want to make sure that you're happy.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
So, but in reality...
Are you saying that you don't like me?
No, I said I'm trying to make you happy.
I know, but
Well,
that's what I'm saying. Do you think I don't like you? Am I the mean guy here?
No,
Just
no,
make-
no, I'm
okay.
just
I just
saying.
make sure it's okay.
Yeah, no. So I'm
Make
just
sure
like-
we was all right.
Yeah,
man.
but
Make sure
that's that's like real.
Thought you might
Like,
have been trying to tell me something.
that's like real. Is that a lot of times that's just us as individuals. We want to be liked. We want to be
Yes.
received well by others, and then we're saying to stop caring about what everybody else thinks.
Right.
So grand scheme, I can't help that everybody
No,
is not going to
that's
like
the key
me.
point, I think, of the whole thing.
That it's everybody.
Yes.
Now, again, I'm still saying you need to be a good person.
Right.
You know what
Well,
I mean?
yeah, it goes back to what I said. Be kind.
Be kind. Yeah.
Be too small.
So
don't be
that you
kind.
just can't. You ain't going to. That's why
Yeah.
I just said. You know, people ain't gonna like you, and you ain't gonna like other people for whatever reason. But don't let those one or two stop you or keep you from being happy with your life.
There's no doubt about it. I'm going to choose to be happy whether they do or not. I
Yes.
think that's what we got to get back down to. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to choose to be the happy person. Those people out there that I know I can't please, they're the ones, man. I'll wait till you get a drink of water. They're the ones that when every time I see them, I like to smile, man, like I got a banana stuck in my mouth sideways. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make the kindness come
people
out.
was liking this.
I'm gonna make the
Tammy says
kindness
I'm
come
like
out.
that. I always try to make people around. I always try to make sure that others around me are happy and taken care of first. And Jan said, "This is so me. I'm a people pleaser."
Right. And we're not saying don't try.
Right.
But don't let it kill you if you can't do it.
If you can't do it,
If you can't get it done,
don't let that
don't
destroy
let
your
that,
life.
because that's when things start getting complicated. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Sometimes we go to bed, man. This is a true story, okay? That's a good conversation again today. But we go to bed the night before because we know that there's somebody the next day we're going to come in contact with. And we know no matter what we do, it's not going to be able to, we're not going to be able to please them, we're not going to be able to satisfy them.
Right.
And like we're tore up the whole night, day, and everything
Can't
else
sleep.
before. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes our life complicated. So then here's what happens. Now, this is real conversation.
This is true.
Here's what happens. That other thing, because we know that's coming, now we turn into meaner than a junkyard dog. That's when we get up in the morning and we're mean to everybody around us.
Right.
Because we know we're getting ready to go
Too mean.
to do something
Yeah.
that no matter what we do, we can't please. That goes back to be kind. Man.
Right.
Be kind. You know what I'm saying? Be good to yourself first, okay? And when all that stuff happens, you're not going to be able to please everybody, but do not let it affect you. That's the moral of the story. Do not let that affect you. Because again, it becomes complicated when you do, right? Like, share, invite, comment on the video. If you just got in here, say good morning to us. Good crowd, good talk today that we're having of small ways to make life simpler. Like the video, share the video, invite your friends, say good morning to us. We're having a good time today talking with each and every one of you. Anybody else we need to shout out before we roll with number 3?
No.
Here's number 3. This is one of the best ones we've had yet, okay? Here's number 3. Number 3 is don't make mountains out of molehills.
Oh, Lord.
I feel like I ought to put this on replay and like attach something to me that I could just be walking around all the time and it's playing. Don't
Right.
make mountains out of molehills. Don't make, like I get a phone call and I think sometimes it's the first thing that artist, I shouldn't say hello no more. Like I should say,
What?
no. I should start the phone,
That's the way
answer
I
the
answer,
phone,
yeah.
and I should say, don't make a mountain out of a molehill. That's
Right.
like the first thing I think should come out of my mouth in a lot of
Something
conversations that I have. Because, Lord, how many times do we see that happen? Me too.
I'm just
now.
going to say right now, how many of us
Me
are guilty
too.
when that's
Yes.
said?
Guilty as charged is what I'm going to think about that. But, you know, before you start thinking too much about something and building it up to something big in your head, ask yourself the question, am I making a mountain out of a molehill? You know what I'm saying? Am I guilty of doing
Most
this?
of the time, your answer is going to be yes.
Yes, that's exactly right. And sometimes I think we need to ask ourselves when we're making that mountain out of a molehill, does anyone else on the planet have it worse than me right now? That's a good question.
That's a great question.
That's a good question that we need to ask ourselves. When we're getting ready to just make a total mountain out of a molehill, we need to stop for a minute and say, wait a minute, is there anybody else that could be a little bit worse off than me this morning?
Yes.
Is there anybody else that could be a little bit, you know, probably wishing that they were having to deal with this mountain that I'm making, which is really a molehill? You know what I'm saying? But I think we're all guilty of that. And that really does complicate a lot of things for us in a lot of different areas of our life. You could go in a many different ways of this, of making mountains out of molehills, and it worries us, it stresses us, it complicates us, it makes a lot of things happen in our life that would never have to be there if we didn't have that attitude.
We overcomplicate things so bad.
There's no doubt.
Overcomplicate.
There's
in
no
our
doubt.
minds, we make up these fake scenarios.
Right.
That suddenly become real in our minds because we've made up this stuff.
Mountains.
We've made up
becomes
mountains.
mountains. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? It's mountains of worry, it's mountains of stress, it's mountains of a lot of different things that, And again, we usually are the people doing that to ourselves. We're allowing the scenario to play in our mind. And it does make it a whole lot worse than it is. I've been guilty many times of doing these things.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Like
I do this with my kids all the time.
Me and Siobhan just had a conversation the other day, and I said that this was my words because I said I'm trying to get better at this right here. Because, again, a lot of times it's one of those things, you jump to all these conclusions and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, she was telling me something, and I don't remember. It was one of those what-if moments, you know, where this could be. And I said, you know what? Hold up just a minute. I don't have space in my brain.
Yes. I
don't have time I can't even occupy the what-if.
Sure.
So I don't even want to go down that road. And she's like, you know what? That's a good idea.
That's a great idea.
Just forget it.
Don't even allow it
because
space.
We're going to talk about for an hour on the phone. I'm driving somewhere. She's driving somewhere. We're going to take up our whole conversation talking about a what-if moment.
Yeah. Might not even be real.
May never just quit. Don't even let it occupy the space in your brain. Just hush about it.
I think that goes back to the first thing we told you guys last week. Breathe.
Yeah.
No, maybe just breathe for a minute. Take a break for just a second and breathe. Don't make those mountains out of molehills. How many of us are guilty of that?
That's what we probably every one of us could raise hands, feet, toes.
There's no doubt about it. But again, what are we talking about? Why are we saying this today? Why are we even having this conversation?
Would you tell us? Do you jump to conclusions?
Yeah.
Or do you make mountains out of molehills?
Ways. That's a small way, man, to make life more simple. Is like you said, don't. Especially, I'm going to go because I think you hit on a really good topic that we can run that rabbit just a minute. But a lot of times it's not even real scenarios.
No, it's what I'm saying. We have made up these crazy stories.
Yeah.
Or again, the what ifs. This could.
Sure.
Well, this could.
Sure.
And so we spend a lot of time running that scenario through our mind that
driving us crazy.
And it ain't even going to happen.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's not even real. It's not even real. So you look at that and see those things, and that's what it is. You know, don't worry about everything. Stop making mountains out of molehills and see if your life don't get a little bit.
Stop worrying about a problem that you don't even have yet.
I'm with her 100%. That's good advice for all of you guys. That's right. Here's what we're talking about today. I like it. Small ways to make life simpler, okay? That's what we're talking about. Episode 74, October the 8th, 2021. Presented by your friends at
Elite Realty Group.
Miss Rose, Grandma Rose says, sometimes standing on top of the molehill is when you are the happiest. Love that, man. Love that. Bring us home to number 4, brother.
Number 4 is
This is a good one.
This is good. You need to spend more time with people that help keep things simple. They're helping you keep things simple. Listen. Sometimes we are all guilty, okay, of hanging out with the negative Nellies and what did you call them? Something Neds or
negative Neds.
Negative Neds and something Nancy's.
Yeah.
But anyways, get yourself away from the drama, the negativity. Take yourself away from that. Hang out with positive people that are here to help you stay positive throughout life, help you with ideals and things of keeping things simple. That's the grand. When you stay wrapped up in drama all the time, we're gonna get a little bit real here.
Well, I love it. I like when you get real.
Yeah, I mean, but that's just real. There's
like
so many people. It's just I'm gonna be honest with you. There's so many people who thrive in drama. They thrive.
You did it, didn't you?
They did.
Yeah,
I do.
I got it.
Get yourself away from the drama. You talking about making yourself feel better throughout not just the day, but throughout your life is get yourself away from the drama. Some people just want to hop from one little drama pit to the next. Man, Lord of mercy, are we 10, 12 years old? Grow up. Grow up and get yourself away. Listen, some of you need to be picked up by the face, slapped around a little bit. You ain't junior high and high school no more.
That's true.
Get yourself away from the drama.
He's preaching right now, y'all.
I hate
But
drama.
honestly,
I hate drama.
I think, again, bringing it back in, calming you down just a little bit. Get your drink of coffee over there.
I've
you
run
already
out.
drunk it out.
I've
That's
run
why
out.
you're wild like it. We're talking about small ways to make life simpler. And I think we'll agree. I got them, you got them, everybody's got them. Man, you just get drugged down and you're sucked in.
You get sucked in because you're hanging out with negative, dramatized people.
And it's so easy to do for us to get sucked into those scenarios
you're with
and situations.
drama.
It's true. I mean, you're preaching to the choir. It is 100% true. But the simplification of it is what you're saying is remove yourself from it.
You
gotta
know what?
remove
You are
yourself
your
from
own
it.
person.
But you know what?
Walk your big butt away from the drama.
You know what? We sometimes like it too good to get away from it.
True. This
So
is
you
true.
know what I'm saying? I want to
So I'm
hear.
saying you're over here telling everybody I tell you what.
Have you ever thought of sometimes that you would be the person who didn't receive it? There'd be nobody for them people to give it to.
It's true.
So I think we can take some of the blame on that.
True. Listen to
You know what I'm saying?
me.
As long as you got an ear, man, as long as I got a sounding board that I can sit here and do all this stuff too,
Right.
that's why people keep doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you look at that. So don't be that sounding board. As Dave said, spend more time around people that help you, man. That help you keep things simple. Because that's what we're talking about is how to make our lives
how's that?
more simpler, how to do those things. So get around people that help you do that, that don't put you in those situations that allow mountains out of molehills and problems bigger than they are. And we can't do everything for everybody else. Sometimes, again, going back to number 1, we can't be pleasing everybody. And we're
Grandma
not
Rose said
going
you
to
can't
be.
solve everybody else's problems.
No, you cannot do that. And I agree 100% with it. I agree. There is no doubt about that. Simple ways, small ways to make life more simpler. That's what we've been talking to you about today. Again, this has been a 2-week conversation. And it's been really, really good. It's been really good. The participation has been good. The viewers has been good. Your likes, your shares, your invites, your comments have been good. Everything has been good. So now the bar has been raised. We got to bring another good one to talk about next Friday, man.
True.
For
Well,
Just
again,
Talking
to
Live.
me, this is real life stuff.
True.
This is real life stuff.
True.
Norma Jean says she can't stand drama.
Yes.
Tamara says coffee is good.
It
Nicole
is
says
very
coffee is
good.
is necessity.
It is a necessity. Coffee will help you make your life more simple, man. That's what we got to say. That's what we're going to end it with today on number 5. Drink some coffee.
Sabrina says plan. Lay your kids' schools out the night before. This makes life so much simpler.
There's
It
no
really
doubt
does.
about it. They could go. I could go a whole lot of things. There's a lot of things on here we didn't say, and that's actually one of them.
Yeah.
Is what Sabrina is saying, and it's somewhere on this paper, and I don't know where it is. But here's some other good ones. Here's some other good ones. Keep everything in its place. That keeps life simple.
Now that's it's true.
Cook more food than you'll eat.
Cook more than you'll
Cook
eat.
more food than you'll eat. It
that's
says
where I
we
have
usually
trouble, 'cause
make.
I can eat a lot.
Well, it says that we usually make 4 or more servings of what we're about to eat. This cuts down on time that you spend cooking, and you'll have less. You'll have to do less washing up in general. Plus, it's good to have portions of food to bring to work and save some money.
It's true.
Good idea. It says ask instead of guessing at things. Ask.
That's a good one. right
Ask
there.
for help. You know what I'm saying?
good.
Spend 10 to 15 minutes each Sunday or Monday morning to plan out your week. Lay your clothes out the night before.
Yeah.
That's things, man, that keep life much more simple.
Little things
I love it
that you
all.
can do to make your whole life.
I love it all, man.
bit simple.
I love it all. We're glad you guys have hung out with us this morning. Again, episode number 74 of Just Talking Life, presented by your friends at
Elite Realty Group.
It's Friday.
There's a rumor
We've made
flying
it.
around here, though.
We know what?
There's a rumor flying around in this thing.
Gotcha.
It says that, where did I see? Nicole and Ange are bringing Mike and Dave Chick-fil-A in a few.
Well, I like that. Go ahead. Keeps my life
That's
a
a
whole lot more
rumor.
simple.
Sabrina says, same. I try. It doesn't always happen, but it does help to start the day off more positive.
It really does. I mean, I'm serious that it really does. Here's what we'll say, man. We're here all the time. You want to talk positive people, buddy, we give you a pump-up speech any day.
Instead of
Right?
screaming, trying to find the socks.
I mean, is this not like real happening in people's
running
house?
around 'cause you're
It
plugged in?
happened in 90% of the people's house this morning. We're screaming because we can't find our social studies book, and we don't know where our socks are, the shoes are. Like, where's my Vans at?
Right.
No, they're sitting right over there. And you're like, no, I want the other pair.
Right.
That's the stuff that happens all the time. If we get all that done every day, every night before we go to bed, we get up and have so much peace in the morning. I
think so.
It'd be really good. Here's what we're going to say, y'all. Go have a simple weekend. Go have a peaceful weekend. All right? Enjoy people you love. Enjoy life. Smile. Do something kind for somebody. Stop trying to please everybody. Don't make mountains out of molehills, and get around somebody positive this weekend.
If they start the drama, slap them right in the mouth.
Get
They ain't
out
got
of
time for
that
that
stuff,
junk.
man. Get out of that. We hope you guys have
God.
enjoyed this show. We've enjoyed bringing it to you. Again, Just Talking Life, doing life with you guys, everybody. We can all put our ideas, our thoughts, and things that we've experienced before in our own lives together, and maybe, just maybe, be able to help somebody out. Go have a good weekend. It's supposed to be beautiful absolutely beautiful here in good old
is
East
true.
Tennessee and wherever
Weather
you
report
are.
again.
Yes. Hey, there's still no rain. 10:30 it'll be
10:30,
gone.
I'm gonna be live right here watching.
10:30 it'll be gone. Be safe, be blessed, have a great weekend. We will see you guys next week on one of our fabulous shows. Y'all be safe. Have a good one.